Hey guys, I'm Saurav. Welcome to the channel. I'm super excited today. I have the brand new iPhone 14 Pro Max with me, and Apple has made some significant changes to this year Pro model, especially the 48 megapixel primary sensor. I will talk about that in some other video. In this video, I will be focusing on one of the new features that Apple introduced, and that is the action mode. Apple says with the help of action mode, you will be able to shoot smooth handled videos and you won't need a gimbal. Whether or not that's true, let's check it out. You really thought that I would start the video without saying the traditional dialogue? No. So without wasting any time, let's get started. First of all, you don't have a dedicated action mode. You can turn it on in the video mode itself. Once you turn it on, the resolution drops to 2.8K and you can still shoot at 60 FPS. 2.8K is still enough resolution. If this would have been just 1080p, that would have been a bummer. One thing you will notice when you switch to action mode is it crops in, and the crop amount is significant. The reason it crops in is because it needs that extra information to stabilize the footage. If you're using action mode, 8 out of 10 times the wide angle lens is the option to go for. Because if you're using the standard lens and the crop on top of it, you're zooming a lot more. While taking this shot, I was actually running and there was a lot of shake, lot of movement, and you can see that in the screen recording. But the final result came out really smooth. I walked, I ran, I jumped, but the software is handling it really well. Considering this is the first time we are seeing the action mode on the iPhone, it's pretty impressive and it's just going to improve here onwards. I won't say it's a replacement for gimbals, but in certain situations when there's a lot of action, lot of movements, using gimbals is not recommended because it can overload the motors and it can damage the gimbal and also your smartphone as well. At such times, the inbuilt action mode will be very handy. But the filmmaker inside me is not very happy, and the reason being video quality. I mean, when we talk about smartphones, the quality of iPhone's video is second to none. If you compare the video with action mode turned off, you will see there's a noticeable difference in the quality. Not only because of the resolution, but when you turn off the action mode, when you're shooting in normal mode, the video looks much more natural. Since there's a loss of resolution and detail, Apple is trying to compromise that with the help of sharpening. And to be honest, it doesn't look very natural. Now, how is the stability when you compare the normal video with the action mode? That depends on the situation. If you're just walking on an even surface, you won't notice much of a difference. And that is because how good the optical stabilization has been in the iPhones over the past few years. Yes, if you're running, if there's a lot of movement, if you're walking on uneven surfaces, then you will start seeing the difference. The biggest issue with the action mode, surprisingly, is the amount of light it needs to function. If you're shooting in bright daylight conditions, you'll be fine. But as soon as the light conditions are not ideal, you will see a pop-up, more light required. Pro tip, if the lighting condition is not ideal, try switching to the standard camera because the standard camera is better than the wide angle camera in low light because of the wider aperture. Usually, cameras with extremely good stabilization, like for example GoPro, struggles in low light. But the GoPro starts struggling when it actually gets dark. Rather, the tolerance for iPhone is very less when it comes to low light performance. In conclusion, I'm really happy with the way Apple has implemented this feature. As I said, this is the first generation of action mode. You can say it action mode 1.0. And we already have seen the cinematic mode has improved from the last year. We can shoot cinematic mode in 4K. Hopefully, when the iPhone 15 Pro models release, we will be able to shoot 4K action mode as well. And I guess the low light performance will be improved a bit. Action mode is a combination of software and hardware. The hardware can be improved with wider aperture lenses, and I believe the software will improve with the software updates. That's it from this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to test more features of the new iPhone models and I'm going to post them on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that. If you like the video, press the like button, comment on the video, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.